I'm going to quickly show you how to join a Zoom meeting for our North Tahoe High School classroom or counseling meetings. And in the case that we do end up using Zoom during this time, it's a little different than Google Hangouts. It's a little bit more full featured, and there's a little bit of different process to actually join. And so many times you might see an invitation that might look like this is what you see on the screen here. It will give you your information, the time of the meeting. It will give you a link, and that's typically the place where you'll use to actually join the meeting. It'll give you a meeting ID. Typically, you don't need that, but it's good to have, as well as information about calling in. Okay, and so if you do need to call in for some reason, there's information that will be down below. Most people will typically just copy and paste this Zoom meeting. This works on your smartphone or on your computer device. And so once that happens, you just need to open up a brand new browser, and you're going to copy and paste that link into your browser, just like so. It's then going to ask you to open an application, and you're going to hit OK to open Zoom. It's going to quickly download it down here. I've already downloaded it, so it's popping right up. Right now it's going to say, once it downloads, when you guys see it for the first time, and then after that you will kind of it'll look just like what we saw right here. The first time you typically open up a Zoom meeting, it's going to have you, and it'll give instructions on the screen, but it'll have you download a small program, and you'll click to launch it, and then it'll go there. Right now what it's doing is it's telling me that the host, or myself, is waiting to start this meeting. And so while you're doing that, so this might mean you're arrived before the teacher has, for example, and what you can do is you can make sure you test your audio. That way that when you're joining, you can actually hear yourself and ask questions if need be. But once you've actually been sitting in that waiting room, that's what that area is called, your host or your teacher will be able to launch that meeting. And once that happens, you'll be able to see them. You'll be able to share your camera, ask questions with your microphone. There's options also to be able to raise your hand. You can chat just like you can in a Google Hangout. And there's a bunch more features that your teacher can actually use with you. And so I think that this might be a better option for our classroom settings in the future after we get going with Google Hangouts and Google Meet. So I just want to give you a quick intro to tutorial of how to actually launch a Zoom meeting as a student. So I hope that you learned something, and then if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.